Hi everybody, this is Amber Amethyst, and today I'll be discussing one of my favorite anime, and this is actually one that's fairly recent, and that is Yuri on Ice. I love it. I think the term would be fandom trash, which I kind of am. I absolutely just love it, and I was not quite sure if I would like it or not when I watched it. By episode 2 I was so hooked, and I love all the characters in it, and it's just an absolute amazing show. Very realistic. The creators took a lot of care to make it as real as possible to the sport of figure skating. Used a lot of real life influences from real skaters and actual real locations. I have a lot of respect for all the work that was put into the show. My two favorite characters obviously are the main protagonist, Yuuri Katsuki, and the second main character, Victor Nikiforov. And of course, I do ship them. As this video will actually be on the ship of Yuri and Victor, or more commonly known as Victory. If you do not care for that ship, you may not enjoy this video too much, because this video is basically on why I absolutely love the relationship that the two share. And so there's debate whether or not their relationship is romantic or if it's strictly platonic. I think I agree with the majority of the fandom in saying that I do see it as more than just friends. I actually do think that their bond goes so far into an actual romantic relationship. Main reasons I love both these characters and I love them together. I already posted this in blog form on the Yuri on Ice Amino, so those of you who follow me on that have possibly already seen this. I think the main thing that I like about Victory is the progression of their love story. There are spoilers in this video for the first season of Yuri on Ice, hoping we're going to get a season 2. Yuri has idolized Victor from childhood, because he's been like a famous figure skater since he was a teenager. Yuri always dreamed of skating on the same ice as Victor, and so at first he idol worships Victor, and that's pretty much what he sees him as. He sees him on this pedestal of an idol, someone who he considers so perfect, someone he looks up to. Victor's first interaction with Yuri, again, spoiler for episode 10, my favorite episode, but he met Yuri when he was wasted. Like, Yuri wasn't just drunk, he was wasted, and it basically just came on to him. They had a dance-off, and then Yuri begged him to be his coach, and then the next day completely forgot about it. Like, Yuri was so blackout drunk. And so when Victor agrees to Yuri's request, he went to Japan to stay at Yuri's family's resort, and what he found was somebody completely different than the person he met at that banquet. And it's so funny to see just how flirty Victor was at first, and Yuri's completely confused until you actually see episode 10 and understand why Victor acted that way. Over the course of months, I would say. It's not really specified how long they were together, but it was, I'd say, for at least a few months. Enough time for Yuri to healthily lose enough weight for him to skate again, and then get ready for the next season. Spend almost all of their time together, and over that course of that time they get to know each other on a deeper level. Yuri figured out that Victor was not an inhuman idol that he worshipped from afar. He found out that he was just like any other person. He had a personality, he had his own flaws, he had his own likes and dislikes, and was pretty much just like any other person. And he came to love this person just as much as, if not more, than what he had previously. And Victor ended up becoming a provider of both comfort and criticism for Yuri. And in a similar manner, Victor came to Hasetsu expecting this man that he had fallen in love with, only to find out that sober Yuri was absolutely nothing like the inebriated version that he met at the banquet. However, he still knew that that part of Yuri was hidden deep inside, and so that's why he gave him that program to help bring it out. Also, he came to love and respect the true person that Yuri was for who he was. And some of my favorite moments in the first few episodes were the quiet moments where they're just sitting together talking, just bonding. And I know I've used the term of realistic quite a few times when describing this show, but really it is. And even the relationship progression, you know, it takes time to fall in love. Love at first sight's not always the truth, and it took time, and they fell in love for the actual person the other was. And I think that was really sweet, really well done. Slow love stories can be some of the best. Second thing I love about this ship, and I cannot stress it enough, is just how healthy it is. So many times in anime, and I've gotten so burned out seeing this all the time in anime, is all the abuse that goes into relationships, just verbally and physically, especially when it's meant for comedies. And I don't know, maybe I'm too uptight, but I don't find abusive relationships funny in any way. So it was absolutely refreshing to see a couple whose love story was based on mutual love and respect for the other. And yes, they did have a student-coach relationship, which turned into a friendship, which I think eventually turned into more than a friendship. And it's not actually been confirmed. So if you still want to say that it hasn't gone past strong friendship, that's perfectly fine. We're all welcome to our opinions. I do think it's more than friendship. I think it's one of the most loving relationships I've seen, not only in anime, but just in media in general. And you can just tell just how much these two care for each other. And to be honest, their relationship, whether you want to see it as platonic or romantic, was my favorite part of the show. Just seeing them grow together, seeing this relationship form and grow and become what it was. And there were just so many sweet moments they shared, like off the ice. I think off the ice moments were some of my favorites, just because they're so sweet. Like, oh my gosh, episode 10, the ring exchange. How lovely was that? And even one of the only ice moments, the kiss. If you want to say it's a kiss or a hug, I personally think it was a kiss. It was just so sweet. And just how supportive and proud Victor was of his student slash friend slash lover throughout each competition. And the show itself, even if that wasn't there, still would have been interesting, would have been fun to watch, but that love and caring relationship is what made it even better. And for these reasons, I do ship Victor and Yuuri, and that is why I absolutely love the relationship that they share in Yuuri on Ice, and it's one of the main reasons I love this anime so much. And so with today being Valentine's Day, I thought I'd go ahead and make and share a video on one of my favorite ships in anime. So I thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, you can always hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.